problem with that is their thorns on them are so big.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know which one it is. It's not the dog rose, is it? It's the field rose.
They're not actually thorns, they're prickles.
Prickles, what's the difference?
The difference is a thorn grows right from the middle of the stem, like a blackthorn. You imagine blackthorn, it is right through.
Yeah.
But when you see it on the rose briar, it's just on the outside, it's a prickle.
Well, they both hurt.
They're both slightly sharp, and if you rag your skin on it, you know you've done it.
I heard a theory though. Actually, do you think this as well? That they're actually carnivorous, these plants, because the way what do prickles? The way the prickles are lined on them, it's supposed to hook you in, and actually drags you further in. Every time you try and get away from one, you get caught on the next and the next. Yeah. And things like sheep, for example, who've got a lot of fur, hair, wool, whatever you want to call it, they get dragged in, and they can't. If the bush is big enough, they get dragged in and can't escape.
I like blackberry picking. We picked a lot this autumn and froze them, and I make blackberry and apple pies using the bramleys off the neighbour's tree. But
do your neighbours know they've?
Sarah can pick at twice the speed of me. I'm one-handed, in the bucket, and I'm picking them one at a time. But somehow her hands just work like this, and she can pick double the amount I can. Yeah. But what I like doing, when you get the elderberries back home, I just put them in a sink and float them, and then the twigs and the leaves, because mine aren't too, and the earwigs, you always get a few earwigs, don't you? They float off. And then you put them in the bags and freeze them.
That is important actually, because one year I made Elderflower Cordial, and I didn't take the stalks off.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't do well. We ended up, I was the only one who drank it that year. But it doesn't do much good for your stomach, let's say.
Doesn't it?
No, it does. If you don't like someone...
Is it a bit laxative or what then?
It is very laxative. So if you don't like someone, you can always offer them up a nice glass of elderflower cordial you've left the stalks on.
Well, that's interesting.
I don't know if it was that, but it was certainly after I had that. It was awful.
Actually, you've got to say, elderflower cordial is a lovely drink, isn't it?
It is.
A really cold glass of that on a hot summer's day.
I think that's the two things that people in the countryside, certainly if you know anything about the countryside, even if you live in a village, everyone likes, they call it elderflower champagne sometimes, which is similar. But everyone loves doing the elderflower cordial. You get people, we've got elderflowers down this road, and that's an A-class road. People come down there at 70 miles an hour, even though they shouldn't do, and there's your car parked half on the road because you can't even pull off of the road properly. No. And people with huge, almost ton bags bring out. And there's 4 or 5 of them just picking off all these elder flowers. It's quite dangerous, but I mean, it is a nice drink though. I have to give them that. And the other one is slow gin.
Off the side of the main road. I'd worry there was some few heavy metals, a bit of lead out of the petrol. The petrol is now lead free. It might be a bit healthier.
Well, even still,
I'd go one field back off the road to pick mine, I think.
Yeah, I know, but even just the danger of it.
Yeah,
getting people driving past it seems strange. But I mean, I suppose if we are in the, being country people, if we've got somewhere else we know where they are.
I'd go in the field, the other side of the hedge, and pick them on the field side rather than the road side. But I suppose they think, they're there.
That's where they are. They've seen them. Let's just have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And damsons this year as well. That was all on the side. There was people picking those off the street.
Yeah.